The 9/11 Truth Movement asserts that Building 7 was demolished by order of Larry Silverstein. The original 7 World Trade Center was a 47-story office building designed by Emery Roth Sons with a red granite facade. The building was 610 feet tall with a trapezoidal footprint that was 330 feet long and 140 feet wide. Tishman Realty Construction managed construction of the building, which began in 1983. In May 1987, the building opened, becoming the 7th structure of the World Trade Center. In the following video, here's what Larry Silverstein said, in context mind you, about the specifics of his PBS interview.
We've had such terrible loss of life. Maybe the smartest thing to do is pull it. And they made that decision to pull, and then we watched the building collapse.
Silverstein says, and they pulled, meaning that the firefighters pulled out of the building, which was badly damaged by the falling debris from the adjacent tower collapsing and uncontrollable fires throughout, for their own personal safety. The term pull it is alleged by truthers as demolition jargon. However, this has been denied by demolition experts. The usual terms for demolition are typically shoot it or blast it. NIST purported the following eloquent explanation of how and why WT7 collapsed. Debris from the collapse of World Trade Center 1, which was 370 feet to the south, ignited fires on at least 10 floors in the building at its south and west faces. However, only the fires on some of the floors, 7 through 9 and 11 through 13, burned out of control. These lower floor fires, which spread and grew because the water supply to the automatic sprinkler system for these floors had failed, were similar to building fires experienced in other tall buildings. The primary and backup water supply to the sprinkler systems for the lower floors relied on the city's water supply, whose lines were damaged by the collapse of WTC-1 and WTC-2. These uncontrolled lower floor fires eventually spread to the northeast part of the WTC-7, where the building's collapse began. The thermal expansion of building elements, such as floor beams and girders, which occurred at temperatures hundreds of degrees below those typically considered in current practice for fire resistance ratings. Significant magnification of thermal expansion effects due to long-span floors in the building. Connections between structural elements that were designed to resist the vertical forces of gravity, not the thermally induced horizontal or lateral loads, and the overall structural system not designed to prevent fire-induced progressive collapse.